Want to see if y'all coming. Y'all coming. Pause, because I just realized what that sound like. I'll wait for some of y'all to come in the room. Now, I know a lot of y'all have been waiting for me to talk about Diddy, so here you go. I don't have any long thoughts or anything like that. I'm just going to get basically straight to the point. So, one thing about this case, listening to the closing arguments, I realized a few things. One, the prosecution, I believe that they did very well in showing their case, because I feel like this case should have been like maybe like 2 weeks at the most. Because when did this start? Back in May, right? Hold on. Coming. Oh. No problem. Thank you. I appreciate it. And then the waters. Oh, appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good one. They brought extra water and towels. That was dang. Now that's customer service. Damn, I didn't. Oh, and then I dropped the water, y'all. Damn it. Only me. Only me. What's up, Princess? What's up, Ingrid? All right, let's start from the top. So I feel that the prosecution did a great job at explaining their case. This case should have been shorter because I feel like with all the freaky shit and details, it was hard. It was very hard to listen to that shit. Like, that's why I didn't talk about it every day. Like, who wants to hear about some man and his freaky fetish every fucking day? Not I, Captain. I'm sorry. That's how I honestly felt. What's up, Shauna? Beautiful, Monique, Cheryl. Yeah, but I felt like literally we're listening to all this freaky shit every day. Like, it's draining. It's too much. It's disgusting. Every time I talk about this Diddy situation, I get like this feeling in my stomach. Like I want to. It's gross. It's nasty. So that's why I didn't really talk about it every day. And I felt like, okay, y'all probably all Diddy'd out too. So let me talk about something else. So that's how I kind of felt, you know. But I do have an opinion. Like I said, with the prosecution, I feel like they laid out the case for the RICO. But I also felt that the defense did, because it laid out their case as well too, and basically made it seem like, okay, well, this is just a situation where this guy, he was into some freaky shit. Ain't nothing illegal about that. We all into some freaky shit, right? That's the way that the defense had basically laid it out, which I think was very smart. Because I know for a lot of us, we kind of seem like, okay, well, this seemed like more like a domestic issue, and we don't understand the RICO because there was so much going on. And a lot of it was basically about their relationship. Not realizing that prostitution is illegal. Not realizing transporting drugs counts as trafficking. Transporting people, whether they got on the plane willingly or not, with the intent of prostitution, that's illegal. And what's up, everybody joining the chat? Please double tap the screen or hit the 3 dots on top, and then that's how you can like the video. Oh, hold on. Let me do something real quick. Okay, good. But yeah, so a lot of that stuff, because we're so used to hearing it and it's so salacious, we're not realizing like those are crimes. Now, I know there was a lot of confusion when it came to them dropping cases. They didn't drop anything. It was basically those quote unquote state charges that didn't matter. But all in all, it encompasses the RICO. So that's why it wasn't a big deal, or it didn't really matter, the things that they did drop. And also, too, you got to remember, they're trying to get a guilty verdict, so they wanted to simplify it for the people. And all that shit, like, it would have been a lot of, I believe that if they kept everything on there, it probably would have ended up with a mistrial, which it still can. Because I don't know how the defense feel. I mean, not the defense, the jury feels. You don't know how the jury feels. From listening to different content creators, it seemed like not all the jury is swayed. It seems like a lot of them are up and down. Which for me, I know I've been up and down every day too, right? Like when you hear certain things, you're like, oh yeah, he going to jail. And then other days it's all like, okay, maybe he's not. Maybe he is going to get off. And possibly he could. I'm like at a 70-30. 70% he's going to go to jail, 30 he's not. That's kind of how I feel. What percentage do you think he's going to jail, or do you think he's going to be free? He doing some kind of time. Whether the state ends up picking it up, I don't know, but he gonna do some kind of time. What's up, Cammy? What's up, Lucky? Oh, 100% he is going to jail. Okay. Immunity lawsuits, ex-disgruntled employees. Come on, man. Okay, you don't think that he... well, are you saying that he is, or are you going to say that are you saying that he's getting off? You think he'll be free? Time served. Oh, okay. I think Trump will pardon him. I think that's the truth. Ooh. You bring up a good point. Angie said, I think in this country, you never know. Right. We think we know, but we have no idea. Can you think he'll be free too? Denitria free, time served. Well, I have a question. If Diddy gets free, what happens? Like, does he go back to life as normal? Anitra said, I want him locked up. He's guilty, but persuading the jury is another story, right? I'll say this. If he gets a pardon, it won't be until Trump is getting ready to leave office. I don't think it's going to come tomorrow. It's going to come like right before. Because if Trump did that now, it would be bad. But right before he leaves office, yeah, that's usually when they pardon controversial people. I mean, he already kind of started doing that, but nobody going down for like Diddy stuff. It's like financial and, you know, people of family members who are linked to the White House. It's more or less that. But a black man, yeah, he might wait until the end. Because don't forget, NBA YoungBoy, like he had already served his time. So basically, the pardon just took away, you know, what happened, but he already had served his time. He was already home. So it wasn't like he got freed out of jail. You know what I mean? And even with, why am I forgetting the dude in Chicago? Why am I forgetting his name, y'all? That Trump pardon. But it didn't matter because it's a state case. So he still has to serve time for the state. What was his name? The dude, Larry Hoover. Yeah. Thank you. Larry Hoover. So you have situations like that where with Larry Hoover, it didn't really matter. And just like NBA YoungBoy, I don't want to say it didn't matter, but it's not like he got freed out of jail. He ain't never leave. I hope that's not true. Let me just say that. I hope it's not. Let me turn this on subscriber only real quick. That way it'll take away some of the trolls. Let me do it real quick. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, so Tony Buzbee, you know the lawyer, the white guy with the Jerry curl. Well, his situation, what he's going through right now, is that he filed a couple of more lawsuits. And mind you, it's still claiming that Diddy did X, Y, and Z, drugged these people, raped them, and all that. And you would just think with these lawyers who've been filing these cases against Diddy, and I'm talking about the civil cases, they would have stopped. You think they would have stopped and been like, okay, well, now that the gig is up, just like one of the biggest lies was that, oh, I went to a Diddy party, he rubbed baby oil on me, and then I passed out. Ain't nobody testified during this Fed case that he rubbed baby oil and then they passed out. Now, did he love his baby oil and he wanted you to lather up? Yes, but nobody passed out from baby oil. So Tony Buzbee with the white Jerry curl is still on his shit, still claiming that these people, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I'm all like, at this point, he needs to be sanctioned too and lose his license. It's ridiculous. And I hate, and again, I don't want nobody's livelihood taken away, but at this point, take away his livelihood. He needs to suffer the consequences. And you would think too, with Mr. White Jerry Curl, you would think that, okay, well, now that I'm tied up in this lawsuit with Jay-Z, maybe I should sit my ass down. No, he's still deciding to file cases against Diddy. But notice he ain't gonna put Jay-Z in there. And thank you, D, who said like the color of my shirt. Thank you. I know I wanted to try something new, so I was like, okay, let me try something different. So I got a different color. Usually I wear black. And then I know there's another. Now, I don't know if this one is by Tony Buzbee, but have y'all heard like his son, Justin, is in a lawsuit with him too for allegedly R-wording a girl and all that stuff? That one I don't believe either. This is what I have to say. If the feds did not pick it up, then I don't believe it. Not saying there could not be things that the feds miss, right? Let's be clear. I'm not saying that the feds are, you know, incapable of making mistakes or missing things, especially because they were just trying to prove this RICO with the racketeer and all that, right? But do you think that they would miss things like there were minors involved? That would definitely be added in there. And again, we know that there wasn't any wild parties with a whole bunch of celebrities. I kind of talked about that before. No, actually I didn't. That's a video coming out soon. But we know, what's up, grown woman? There's not all these celebrities that were in these freak off tapes and shit like that. It didn't happen. And Diddy wasn't doing it with necessarily celebrities unless there were celebrity women who, you know, he was doing this with. But other than that, he was just doing it with him and whoever his girlfriend, quote unquote, was at the time with these escorts. So, yeah, there was no freak off shit going on with celebrities involved. So Tony Buzbee can try, throw it out there, see if it sticks, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna stick. I want to talk about the other one because I didn't talk about whatchamacallit. What's his name? Tyrone Blackburn. He's in the title. How did I forget his name? What's up, Nadi? How you doing? He should have only been investigated for any acts of. Well, he didn't. That's the thing. They're lying on him. There was no minors involved, so they wouldn't have investigated anything because there wasn't no minors. And listen, you guys can believe the lawsuits from Tony Buzbee and Tyrone Blackburn. I'm not going to say y'all not smart, y'all uneducated, y'all dumb. I'm not going to say that. It's just implied. But I'm not going to say it. But just know that these people can't be trusted. You can't trust any of them. One thing that I want to point out is that with Tyrone Blackburn, if you notice, his lawsuits follow a trend. And the trend is, oh, say baby oil freak offs, baby oil freak offs. And that's how they kind of they layer all of them with the whole GHB and ketamine and all this other shit. Like, if you look at all their lawsuits, you compare them, Tony Buzbee and Tyrone Blackburn, the only difference between the two, one's black and one's white. That's about it. One's black and one's white. But literally, they all look the same. All those lawsuits, they look the same. Nothing is different. So Tony Buzbee got arrested the other day because he ran over the process server. And mind you, he's being sued because you tried to extort Fat Joe. And luckily, Fat Joe got a good lawyer. He got that Tropicana. What is his name? I'm just gonna call him Tropicana. That Tropicana guy, right? The one that got ASAP Rocky off. Yeah, that one. So he got that Tropicana guy, and they ain't playing no games. And good for Fat Joe for fighting back. Taco Pina, thank you. Taco Pina, okay, I'll call him his real name. Taco Pina, Tropicana Taco Pina, he is a good lawyer. I mean, he got ASAP Rocky off. I mean, shit, can't deny that, right? But they try to extort Fat Joe. And if you look at the lawsuit, because I didn't really pay attention to the lawsuit, but then I was like, let me do my research on it. And literally, the lawsuit mimics everything that they were saying about Diddy. He be having his own freak offs. They witnessed him having sex with minors, and it was just crazy. And as far as I knew, Fat Joe was always a family man. So, like, when did he have time to do all this? And I didn't believe it. Now, could Fat Joe be accused of a few things? Yeah, I definitely think that he can be accused of doing some stuff, but just the way that the lawsuit was laid out, it was outlandish. It was like, how do you actually really believe this? You had to ask yourself like that. Like, is this true, or you just making shit up? More than likely they was making shit up, but that's how it felt. Also, with Tyrone Blackburn, don't forget, he is trying to drop out that lawsuit with Dwayne Youngblood. You know, the one with TD Jakes, how he sued Dwayne Youngblood. Well, he was doing the case Hoc Pro Vice. Is that how you say it? Basically, when you don't have a license in the state, but you get approved to represent somebody in a different state. Yeah, that. So what ended up happening was that he's trying to now drop out and pretend like, oh, I don't know anything, blah, blah, blah. No. You can't just drop out. And he shouldn't, and the judge shouldn't let you drop out. He has to go to court. And he's probably going to be sanctioned, lose his license, because it's been proven that he puts shit that doesn't even, that's not real. He put lies in his lawsuits. Just like when he sent the demand letter over for Bonna who testified. Bonna said that she ended up dropping him because he was lying and not telling the truth in the lawsuit. So she dropped him and got a new lawyer. She was the woman who was dangled over the balcony, remember? So she went ahead and got a new lawyer, because she even said, like, the stuff that he was putting in there, that was not true, or it was inaccurate. I think she said inaccurate, so she didn't say he was lying. I don't even want to say over embellished. Lies. That's what they are, lies. He wants to be able to get these quick settlements. What it is that him and Tony Buzbee, we need to embarrass the celebrity so then they'll want to settle. That's what they do. Let me embarrass the celebrity and then they'll be quick to settle because they don't want to face the courts. That's what they hope for. It's a dirty, dirty game. Very dirty game. Yeah. But I can't wait until Monday. We're going to be streaming the whole time trying to see, if Diddy ends up going to jail. I mean, well, he's already in jail, but found guilty. Let me say that. Found guilty. I'm very curious, but let me know in the comment section if you think Diddy's going to be guilty or not. I just wanted to bring this to you guys real quick. I love y'all. Deuces, but we out.